in the New Testament, chapter 4 of St. Paul's letter to the Philippians, verse 2 onwards, St. Paul says, "I plead with Euodia and I plead with Syntyche to be of the same mind in the Lord. Yes, and I ask you, my true companion, help these women, since they have contended at my side in the cause of the gospel, along with Clement and the rest of my co-workers, whose names are in the book of life." Well, for a Catholic, the reference to Clement would often be the most significant point in that verse or those verses. Because we have from our tradition, as handed down to us from the early centuries, that Peter is the first pope, then he's succeeded by Linus, who is succeeded by Cletus, who's succeeded by Clement. Clement therefore being the fourth pope. And we have a letter from Clement, which is addressed to the Corinthian church, where there's been a deposition of the priests in that church, and Clement is exhorting them to restore the priests back to their positions. But my focus is not on Clement, it's on Syntyche. Syntyche appears only that one time in the entire New Testament. Nothing else is known of her, but you can find out much more about her by watching this video. Because in the second volume of the Poem of the Man God, now known as The Gospel as Revealed to Me, chapter 253, we're introduced to Syntyche. The heading of the chapter is Syntyche, the Greek slave. Syntyche means fortunate, and you can tell it's a Greek word. This vision was given to Maria Valtorta on the 15th of August 1945. I do not see the town of Dora. The sun is setting, and the pilgrims have directed their steps towards Caesarea. But I did not see the stop at Dora. Perhaps it was a simple stop, without anything remarkable to be noted. The sea seems on fire, as in its calm it reflects the red of the sky so much, so deep a red that it looks unreal. Blood seems to have been shed on the vault of heaven. It is still warm, notwithstanding the sea air makes the heat bearable. They are walking along the sea all the time, to avoid the fierce heat of the dry earth, and many of them have taken off their sandals and pulled up their garments to paddle in the water. Peter states, "If the women disciples were not here, I would strip myself and go in up to my neck." But he has to come out even from where he is, because the Magdalene, who was ahead with the other women, comes back and says, "Master, I am familiar with this area. Can you see that yellow strip in the blue sea over there? A river flows into the sea there, also in summer, as it is a perennial one, and one must be careful in crossing it." "We've crossed so many. It is surely not the Nile. We will cross this one as well," says Peter. It is not the Nile, but in the water and on its banks there are dangerous water animals. You cannot cross it carelessly or barefooted if you do not want to be wounded. "Oh, what are they? Leviathans?" "You are right, Simon. They are in fact crocodiles. Small ones, that is true, but capable of maiming you for a while." "How did they come to be here?" "I think they were brought there for religious rites of the Phoenician era, and they've remained there. They've become smaller, but not less aggressive, and from the temples have passed into the sludge of the river. They are now large lizards with vicious teeth. The Romans come here hunting and to amuse themselves in various ways. I've come with them too. Everything helps to occupy the time. Their skin is lovely and is used for many articles. Allow me therefore to be your guide in view of my experience." "All right. I would like to see them," says Peter. We may see some, although they have almost all been destroyed, they are hunted so much.